I think that's good. So we live type shit. We in there. Put a link to share right there. Oh shit. Okay. This sound is not going through my headphones. That's some crazy work. My headphones on. That's my question. No, they were not on. Be so locked in. Be so locked in on doing stuff. I don't need to set up everything right. On the one thing, the music loud. I think I'm gonna do this game. Thank you. Alright. I turn the music down as well. If the music too loud, let me know. I'll try to talk over all that though. I don't want it too loud in my ear either. Alright. All right. The first game going over the Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces. My prediction to start this game, I thought Las Vegas would handle them pretty well in Las Vegas, but turns out they did not. Oh God, it turns out they did not. They did the complete opposite of that. Um, they finished every quarter under 20 points. Which says a lot about Indiana's defense and them being intentional on what they know their assignment needs to be, which is slowing down Asia Wilson, which I think they did effectively. Which is really all you can ask for at the end of the day as a coach. You're not gonna shut her out. The best you can do is just try to maintain, make stuff tough for her. And the Fever, I believe the Fever got the lineup for that. They got the size for that. They got the physicality for that. So They gave them a good challenge. 50 points in the paint given up by the Aces is very alarming. They definitely need to tighten it up. And Aaliyah Boston didn't even have a big game. You figure if they had 50 points in the paint, you feel good. Aaliyah Boston probably got like 15, 20 points. She had 6 points that game. So that means it's a lot of people getting blue by. A lot of people getting blue by and getting into the paint. Natasha Howard did have a decent game though. I think she had double-digit points. Biggest lead was 16. Fast break points 15 for the Fever. They only had 10 turnovers. Aces didn't have a lot of turnovers, but they still had 12. They got outscored on the bench. 13 points off turnovers. Go to the box score. That's really gonna tell the story of the game. Kirsten Bell, she played 16 minutes, didn't give any points. Aja Wilson, 16. That's where you want to keep her at. If you Indiana, that's where you want to keep her at. You want to keep her south of 20 points. If you can do that, I think you got a good shot of winning. She had 13 rebounds. Shot rough from the field. She got her shots up, which means she had a very, very difficult time getting her shots up. But get good looks anyway. 27%, that's pretty good. That's where you want her at if you're Indiana. On the Aces, this is what you don't want to see. She got 5 free throws, made 4 of them. Alyssa had a quiet game. You definitely expected more out of her with the acquisition. Around the time they made the acquisition and what she's giving them before the playoffs, you kind of want to see her get back to that. She hasn't really had a good breakout game since the playoffs started. So she need to let her presence be felt this series. They definitely need her to step it up if they're gonna get past Indiana, because I don't think they get past Indiana without her having some kind of impact. She ain't got to drop a double, but she needs to let herself be known. Especially playing against her former team. One of her former teams. I figured she would have a little more chip on her shoulder, but we'll see how she plays game 2. Jackie Young. This is pretty much what you want from Jackie Young. Maybe not the plus minus, maybe not as high as you see here. But she give you 19.7 rebounds, only 2 assists, which is a low number for her. But the 19 points rebounds, the 19 points and the 7 rebounds. That's what you want to see. She shot decent from the field. She went 9 for 16. She didn't make many threes, which is what you don't want to see. You want to see Jackie Young at least making 2-3 threes a game at least. I feel like that was the winning formula for them when they played the last series versus the Storm. I think she had 2-3 threes in every game pretty much of that series. Chelsea Gray, 5 for 12. Not bad, but not great shooting. The negative 23 is very alarming. If you see this in the Aces, she's giving up a lot of points on defense. 13, scored a solid 13, but that ain't who you looking for to score that many points. You definitely need Jewel Lloyd to pick it up. Jewel Lloyd, she got to figure it out. She asked to get put on the bench. Around the midway point of the season, but she's got to pick it up in the playoffs. This is why you got Jewel Lloyd here for the playoff sign. If you the Aces, you expect her to step up. With her having the resume that she got, you expect her to step up and play big in the moment. She played almost 30 minutes, so she's playing starter minutes, but she's not giving out starter production. So that's counterintuitive. They definitely need more from Jewel Lloyd. She has got to get in double-digit points. She got to. Dana Evans, this is somebody that you don't expect. You don't want to rely on for this number, because I don't think it's going to be consistent. While you're happy that she gives you that, You also played at home, which is more expected for that to happen at home. When you get this on the road, not guaranteed at all. So you need your veterans and your players that has been there before. You need them to step it up. But yeah, it's a good game for Dana Evans. Very good game for Dana Evans. I wouldn't rely on it though if I was the Aces. I'd rather lean on the people that've been there before. Especially the ones that's getting a lot of minutes. All right, let's look at the Fever. See what they did well. You got Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull, she's pretty much like that run around person on defense. So you're not gonna get much offensively. If you get a couple threes from her, you're grateful for that. She give you 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. This is a big number for Lexi Hull. As long as this number is not negative, she doing what she need to do. She played 34 minutes. Really, she played the most minutes on the team. So if you got this number right here and it's in the positive and you Lexi Hull, you feel like you're doing your job. Which she made life hard on the guard. So here I think she played very, very good defensively on Jackie Young. Granted, Jackie got 19 points, but at times where she needed to slow her down, she slowed her down. So that's a win for her. So you mark that as a win if you Lexi Hull. That's a good game defensively from her. Natasha Howard, she was really killing in the paint. She was killing. She had 12. Made all her free throws. Went 4 for 5 from the field. Real good game in 22 minutes. Very short time span to accumulate all these stats. She got a double in 22 minutes. So that's a really good stat line for her. Aaliyah Boston, she only had 6 points. But she gave you 11 rebounds. Plus minus was only 1. Which I feel like there was a lot of her and Asia going back and forth at times, but I feel like Natasha was the one that was really had the offensive presence. Like I said, if you figured that Indiana had 50 points in the paint, you figured that she would have like a bulk of those, but she didn't. She only had like 6 points, which is alarming for Aces. Because if you letting other people other than the main people get off, then you making life hard for yourself. Kelsey Mitchell, this is probably in my estimation, I think she's the hardest person to guard in the WNBA currently as of right now, and they go across any position. I just think she's the hardest person to guard now. While Asia is the MVP and everything, you've seen her have bad shooting games like this right here. It ain't too many bad shooting games I've seen Kelsey Mitchell have. I mean, she got up 23 shots, but she's still shooting over 50% from the field. Like if the three ball ain't falling, I feel like she can get past anybody else that's guarding her. If it's a guard, it's a mismatch. If it's a forward, it's a mismatch. If it's big, it's a mismatch. Like I feel like she's probably the most unguardable player in the league right now. That's my opinion. But yeah, I mean, we also got stats and numbers and to back that up as well. Because what I saw her doing yesterday, it was absolutely ridiculous. Like the Aces didn't have any answer for her, and I feel like they gotta play her like Indiana playing Asia. You just gotta find a way to slow her down. You're not gonna stop her. I feel like she's gonna get 20 points every game, but you got to quit. You got to keep her from getting 34. When she get north of 25, like you in trouble. It's gonna be hard for you to win games like that. And then you let Odyssey get 17 points. Like Odyssey is not she got busy when she was in college, but since she came to the W, she ain't been no big time scorer like that. She's had flashes where she have good games here and there, but she wasn't brought to Indiana for scoring. I promise you that. But when you got her giving you 17, and then you got Kelsey Mitchell. Like this 51 points. That's more than half of their points they scored last game. That's more than half. Like that's scary when you get there from 2 people. So they got to figure it out in the guards position on defense. And she shot 4 for 6 from 3. See, that's tough. That's tough to recover from right there. I think nobody else even made threes on their team. Lexi Hull made 1, so they made a total of 5 threes, and y'all lost by what? Like almost 16. You lost by 16 points, and they only made 5 threes. Like this, That's scary. So they got to step it up on defense. I expect Becky to make some adjustments and them to come out a whole lot better in Las Vegas. They got to win the next game because I don't see them. And this is the scary thing about having a five game series. I don't see Las Vegas winning a game in Indiana. Now they may surprise me and they may still win, but they got to play better than what they played yesterday. It was just not a good performance for them defensively or offensively. So they got to come out. When the next game is tomorrow, yeah, they definitely got to come out next game. They got to come out with some intensity and a chip on their shoulder because they go to Indiana. It's not gonna be pretty for them. I just don't see them winning in Indiana. I really don't see anybody in the playoffs winning in Indiana other than Minnesota. Minnesota may win at home, but I don't see Phoenix winning in Indiana, and I don't see the Aces winning in Indiana. That's just a different type of place to play. They got Bree Turner to add 6. They got Shea Pitty to add 4. Area Powers very quiet. She gonna be somebody that when they play at home, she gonna be 8 points, 5 rebounds type games. She one of them role players that's gonna shine at home. So they gonna have to pick it up. They're gonna have to pick it up because these role players, one or two of them, they're gonna pick it up at home. That's exactly how they put Atlanta out. They had some role players come up out of nowhere and they just played really, really good for them, gave them some good minutes. But yeah, their next game is Tuesday night, 8:30. So I'm gonna be locked in for that. To see to see what kind of intensity that the Aces come out with, because they know it's a must-win game for them. Because if they don't win that game, they got an opportunity to get swept. Like I'm not even being funny. I don't see them winning a game in Indiana. Worst case scenario, they go back to Las Vegas for the. They go back to Las Vegas for Game 5. They got to push a Game 5. They have to, or else Indiana very well win both games at home and close them out in 4. Next game, Phoenix and the Lynx. Phoenix started off as we look at the score by quarter. Phoenix started off hot. Minnesota was right there with them. They didn't allow them to separate too far. Still kept the game within reach. Shout out to the adjustments made by Cheryl Reeve in the second half because they only scored 22 points in the second half. 22 points. They went from 47 to 22. Like it's like a 25 point differential in halves. Yeah, that's really, really great defense from Minnesota in the second half, and they don't have Dejanay. So that's even more kudos, more praise for Cheryl. Really, really good defense in the second half of Minnesota, and they maintained the offense at the same time. They ended up pulling away at the fourth quarter. It wasn't even close at that point. The Phoenix had 54 points in the paint. That's the change. That's the adjustment she made right there when she cut them off from scoring in the paint as much. Because that's Phoenix MO. If they can get points in the paint and they get a couple of people to score, make some threes, or some mid-range buckets, that's how they win their games. That they did a good job of cutting that off. Because if Phoenix would have got up to 60, almost 70 points in the paint, they might have pulled away from them. Because that's an obscene amount of paint points to have 54 and you score 69 points. Like that's a crazy amount of paint points. Turnovers were kept to a minimum by both teams. Minnesota did have 12, but I think they shared up on them in the second half. Let's look at the box score. Bridget Carlton plus an 18. This is where Minnesota wins at. Minnesota wins they win in the plus minus category. While they don't have a lot of people offensively they can go and pop 15, 20 points. The way they make up it is on defense. And she put her in. She put Maria in, which is I think is their big Russian. They got 77. I've seen her cause problems for multiple teams this year. She put her in. She only played 8 minutes, but she's like a plus 14 in 8 minutes, and she played the majority of her minutes in the second half. And then she added 4 points, 4 rebounds. This is what you want when you bring somebody off the bench. This is what you want. Be productive some kind of way. I think she was like she was like a turning point. She was like a turning point when she put her in the game. Um, Courtney Mitchell had not Courtney Mitchell. Good lord. Courtney Williams had a great game, 23 points. Efficient for her. Kayla McBride had 21. You like the efficiency to be a little better, but she did make 4 threes. That's the difference right there. She's also a plus 14. Courtney Williams a plus 11. Nafisa struggled. She struggled a little bit in the first half, but she got it together in the second half. Ended up adding 2 threes, 6 rebounds, 9 total rebounds, 2 assists. Shout out to Courtney Williams, had 5 steals. That's the defense right there. That's the defense. Turning point of the game. Natisha had a quiet game. I expect her to wake up one of these games. I'm not sure which one it is, but it may be a road game that they really, really need to win, and she come alive. But yeah, she got to pick it up too. I see Minnesota getting past them. I see them winning both games in Minnesota, and I see them stealing one in Phoenix. They may not steal the first one, but I got them winning the second one. I think the series is over before they go to Minnesota. I don't know. I don't think they want to see them again in Minnesota. I wouldn't give AT another game anyway. If they can close them out in Phoenix, close them out in Phoenix. I would not give Phoenix. I would not give Phoenix two home games and then come home and then put them on the road for the last game and think they just finna bow down, because at that point they're gonna have 2 games of momentum of winning, and their confidence gonna be up. Then they're gonna be coming to Minnesota again, and they're gonna throw everything at you like they did in this first half. Because I thought Phoenix was gonna run away with it at first, but they made some timely adjustments in the second half, came back out and pulled away. But yeah, because I think AT she was getting whatever she wanted in the first half. Like they couldn't do nothing with her, but they ended up making some adjustments, making some changes. Got some bigger bodies in there on her, and they made the comeback. Satu again. I said it in the last video. If Satu struggles, they're gonna have some problems. Now, she didn't 2 for 17 struggle, but 3 for 11 ain't too much better. Especially when you're playing 32 minutes. She only added 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. She had 2 steals, but the negative and the plus minus. AT 9 or 7, and most of this came in the first half, because she only had 2 points in the second half. Just a remarkable defense from Minnesota in the second half. Because when she had 16 in the first half and you only hold her to 2 in the second, you made some adjustments. She had 7 assists, 8 rebounds. She had 3 steals. They got 6 points out of Mac. Khalil Copper, she definitely got her shots up. She got 22 points. She's made 10 shots. You would want her to be a little more efficient, maybe make 12, 13 shots if you're gonna take that many. She was jacking them threes up. She only made 2 of them. You want to see her if she gonna shoot 8 threes, you want to see her make 3 or 4. 2 is not enough for 8 attempts, not for her. And Sammy Wickham, I still need a little bit more from Sammy. I know she's the oldest player on the roster. I need a little bit more from her, and I definitely need some more from DeWanda Bonner. She really the X factor for Minnesota. I want to say Sabale is, but DeWanda Bonner, she really the X factor for the team. Because if she's not giving anything, then Phoenix ain't got no chance. They don't have a chance. And she's negative 17 in the plus minus. She got 9 rebounds but no points. Like, and she only took 4 shot attempts. Like you need more out of her, especially somebody that's been there before. Somebody that's been in the playoffs, somebody that's been in the league for a minute. You got to have more out of her. She got to figure out. And she's been cold since that last Atlanta game, or second to last Atlanta game. So she definitely got to pick it up. Especially as for somebody that looked, they got out of Indiana and wanted another opportunity to play somewhere else. Like you got your chance now. You getting 24 minutes, and you in the playoffs. You one opponent away from the finals. It gotta mean a little more to you than 0 points and 9 rebounds. Like you got to give a little more than that. I expect her to get it going next game. Maybe not in the next game in Minnesota, but when they play in Phoenix, I expect her to have at least 10 points, at least 10. Um, Mac played decent off the bench, but she only played 12 minutes. But yeah, your 3-point shooters, you got the when you playing against somebody like Minnesota that know they can get some threes up. They got like 3-4 people they can make multiple threes. You got to catch up as well. You need Sabalay to hit some threes. You got Khalil. You need her to hit 3 or 4. You need Sammy. You need Sammy to hit some shots. So I feel like she's the best 3-point shooter on the team, like pure 3-point shooter. And you maybe need the one to hit maybe 1 or 2. But with that being said, Sammy Wickham is probably like a cone on defense, so she only get to play but so much. But yeah, Sabalay, it's gonna come down to Sabalay, AT, and Kalia and Dawana. I feel like them the four that's gonna push this team forward if they can get past Minnesota, because they made a really great adjustment in the second half to slow them down in the second half. And Phoenix ain't had no answer for it other than to keep trying to shoot. But yeah, great game, great performance. Great job by Cheryl too. They can't go understated the adjustments that she made in the second half. Solid shooting overall for Minnesota. It's a nice graphic. Courtney played a good game. This is probably Courtney's best game of the playoffs so far. Cause she was quiet in the last series. And who did they play first round? Who did Minnesota play first round? I'm drawing a blank. It wasn't Atlanta. It wasn't the Storm. Who did they play first round? Why am I drawing a blank right now? It wasn't the Liberty. The 8 seed, the Valkyries. Yeah, the Valkyries. That's why I didn't remember them, because they had the 8 seed. But yeah, she was relatively quiet in the Valkyrie series. So hopefully if they get Courtney Williams going, then I got the Lynx. I got the Lynx going to the finals, like easy. If she stay consistent, because you know what you're gonna get out of them feet, so she gonna show up and play. You know what you're gonna get out of her. Kayla McBride, she gonna get her threes up. If they can get Courtney, because I think Courtney is like one of the I would also put her in that unguardable category, but sometimes she makes herself where she can be easily guarded, or she just starts shot chucking. But when Courtney Williams is efficient, she's one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. And you get an efficient Courtney Williams, you in trouble. You in a lot of trouble, because I seen the playoff run she had last year was very, very reminiscent of this game right here. But yeah, if Minnesota can get Nafisa Courtney and Kayla to stay afloat and keep them around 20 points, with some decent defense and keep the other team quiet, they can get to the finals easy. My predictions, I'm still gonna have my predictions of aces in Minnesota. That's what I want to see. That's what I would like to see. I think it'll be good for the game if we saw that. But if not, I'm leaning towards Indiana, leaning toward Indiana and Minnesota right now. Not saying that Phoenix can't make a case for themselves, but they got to show up in the second half of the next game. Not saying that they probably gonna win in Minnesota, because it's a tough place to win in Minnesota too. But I also feel like Minnesota can beat them in Phoenix, because if the Liberty beat them at home, then the Lynx can beat them at home. But yeah, that's my prediction though. I still believe in the Aces until they get BTA tomorrow. I'm not gonna have no hope for them. So, but yeah, that's my predictions. I would chime in on the MVP conversation, but I may say that for another video or another time. As of right now, that's all I got. I will leave this video up if you want to go back and watch it later, because I know a lot of people are like actively working and doing other stuff and running errands and stuff right now. So I'll leave this video up for rewatch. Let me slow down. Rewatch If you would like to, you want to leave comments. The comment section should still be open even after I stop this live video. If you want to leave comments, let me know what y'all saw in the game, what your predictions is, who you think ain't showing up, or who you think is showing up that I didn't talk about. Um, but yeah, very the so far I'm liking the intensity, but some teams are making adjustments, and then the other teams just not. They just not. They just have no counter for it. But yeah, I think the teams that's in it now are the teams that I feel like want it more at this point compared to the teams that got put out in the first round. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave this video up if you wanna go rewatch, add comments to it. I made my next videos I want to make. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all in this week because I got a lot of stuff going on this week. I want to make my thoughts. Well, basically, like my overview of what Angel Reese season looked like, and Carmela Cardoso. I definitely want to get a video in with them too. I want to talk about what they did well this season and what I want them to work on in the off season, or what they can work on. Now, that's rather both of them stay together and stay on the same team or whatever. Because I'm gonna support both of them regardless, whether they on different teams or not. Because I do like both of them as players. So I do want to see the growth of both of them. Rather Angel Reese go somewhere else or Cardoso go somewhere else, or they stay on the same team. I just want because those are two players that I feel like they've been given a bad hand to start off, but I know they got the skills, or I believe they have the skills and the work ethic to actually get better. So I want to see the development and growth of both of them players, whether they're on the same team or not. But yeah, I definitely want to get to making videos today. I already got like my wish list for both of them. What I want to see out of both of them. I'm glad Angel playing Unrivaled this off season. Hopefully she heals up good. So she ready to go 100% into that. And Cardoso, she's already saying she's going overseas play ball, which I figured anyway. But I think she's taking some stuff with her in mind that she needs to work on. Hopefully we'll see highlights and clips of all that, of her working on it and getting better with that. But I'll leave y'all with that. And that's the end of this video, or end of this live stream. And I'll catch y'all in this one. I'm gonna try to recap the games that come on tomorrow. I'm gonna try to recap them Wednesday. I got something to do Wednesday, but I'm gonna see if I can get back home in time enough to do that recap. But yeah, appreciate y'all for the support. If you're new here, so hit the sub button. If you make WNBA content as well, please sub, drop your name, drop your comments. I sub to your channel as well. I'm trying to find like more people to talk about the game, like talk about the actual sports and outside more, and more away from like the gossip side of the WNBA, because I feel like that's not gonna help grow the game. I feel like this sport itself, and this league needs to be more like promotional and talk about like what the players do good, what they do great, what they need to work on, what they do bad. Like just completely break down the game like NBA games get broke down. This game needs to have the same respect, but it seems like the gossip outweighs the ball talk, and that's where the lines get blurry as far as like growing the game. So I'm just trying to do my little part. While it may include some off the court stuff or gossip, like my Angel Reese video did, but I still put it in with context of like what needs to happen as far as like basketball being played. Now I feel like when you get on social media, like it always gets away from that. Like it never stays like where it needs to. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my part and talk about the game. Cause I do respect all the teams. I probably don't like Indiana as much as others would like, but I'm still gonna get them props where props is due, and they playing some good basketball right now, so I can't do nothing but give them credit. But everybody else, I pretty much watch all the other teams and got somebody on the team that I like. But yeah, that's all I got, and I'm gonna cut this video off right here. I'll catch y'all.